Ask the Expert session. My name is Carla Bundick, Director of Business Development with SmithLife Homecare. I'm here with our honored guest, Jennifer Brown, Community Relations Manager at Seabury Resources for Aging, which provides personalized, affordable services and housing options to help older adults. And I'll introduce her more in depth in just a moment. I would like to mention that SmithLife Homecare Ask the Expert series focuses on providing valuable information and resources to our community while helping them age in place. We are a sister community to Charles E. Smith Life Communities, another trusted brand for elder care in the community for over 110 years. We serve the Washington, D.C. and Montgomery County areas. We're excited today to discuss the many ways that Seabury Resources for Aging helps older adults in the greater Washington, D.C. area. Welcome, Jennifer. It's great to see you again.
Carla, it's wonderful to be here, and thank you very much, and SmithLife Homecare, for inviting Seabury and allowing me to speak with you today. Thanks a lot.
You are quite welcome. Jennifer, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your role with Seabury Resources for Aging?
Sure. So as you stated, I'm the Community Relations Manager. So I function somewhat like the brand ambassador for Seabury throughout the DMV. However, I focus primarily on our care management program, which is a team of master's level geriatric care managers. So I do a lot of work in marketing, communications, and outreach regarding our care management program, as well as Seabury Resources for Aging.
Thank you. Is this originally home for you, Jennifer? Where are you from?
Well, I've been in healthcare a long time. I actually professionally am in my 50th year of professional work in the healthcare industry.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I've been honored to be with Seabury now over 3 years. Prior to that, I was the Director of Sales, Marketing, Admissions at Forest Hills of DC and Forestside Memory Care. Forest Hills of DC was originally the Methodist Home of DC.
I remember that.
And prior to that, I was the Director of Sales and Marketing at the Fountains at Washington House, which is a CCRC in Alexandria, Virginia. So I've been in the older adult space locally for now more than 20 years, and am very happy that I'm with Seabury.
That's awesome. Your experience goes a long way, I'm sure, in your role. Tell us, what exactly is Seabury Resources for Aging?
So Seabury Resources for Aging is approaching its 100th year anniversary. It is a 501c3. It was originally founded by a faith organization in the District of Columbia, and our original services in 1924 was a home for older adult women who needed a retirement community, safe and comfortable community to live in. That's how we started. We are not an organization that is owned and operated by a church. But we have a long legacy in the faith community. And we currently provide a variety of services in Maryland and in DC and Virginia. We have housing communities in DC, Maryland, and we provide additional services in Northwest DC, Southeast, Northeast DC. We provide a specialized program for the visually impaired and blind residents, older adults. We provide a community center in Northeast known as Model Cities. We operate that center. We have residential communities in Silver Spring, Tenleytown, and Northeast DC. And care management, which is the program, as I said, I focus on the most, is in Northern Virginia, all of DC, and suburban Montgomery County, Anne Arundel, Howard, and Prince George's County, Maryland.
I see. Wonderful. And in care management, are you responsible for helping potential residents get into some of the housing places in Friendship Heights or in Maryland? Is that part of the transition that you all work with?
Yes, but there's a clarification to that. The care managers, we pride ourselves on the fact that when we work with a family, we work with an older adult, and if there is a relocation in the plan, we will work with the family and the older adult to identify the best appropriate living transition for them, for their quality of life, for their well-being. That may or may not have anything to do with a Seabury residential property.
Okay.
And that's really important to us because we want the families and the older adult to feel that we're working on their behalf and their best interests, and not just simply looking at transitioning or referring someone to a Seabury residential community.
So very important. It's really, it's focused on their specific needs and their situation, which is, I guess that's a big part of what the care managers are responsible for. Can you tell us a little bit more about some of the other programs that you offer?
So Springvale Terrace, which is located in Silver Spring, Maryland, just outside of downtown, is independent senior housing. It has an independent senior housing program which provides support services, and it has a licensed assisted living community as part of the campus. And that is, as all of the Seabury residential communities, considered affordable housing. It is a specific fee structure that is more accessible to moderate income older adults. And it does have some subsidy programs through Montgomery County. Friendship Terrace in Tenleytown, just off of Wisconsin Avenue, is a HUD residential community. It has independent housing, and it provides a safe, comfortable retirement living environment, again, for older adults in a moderate to lower income situation. And then we have 3 small group homes in Northeast, one of which is licensed as assisted, and the other 2 are independent group homes in Northeast DC.
Thank you. And there's such a variety of services that you provide. If you could name 1 or 2 that you're most proud of in the role that you serve, could you just share with us what that might be?
That's like picking your favorite child. I know. Well, although they're all focused on the quality of life and safety and well-being of older adults, what the care managers bring to the situation is a deep wealth of experience and knowledge and expertise with an open perspective on what is in the best interests of the older adult. We work with many challenging, complicated situations. We work with individuals that are coming out of the court system under either guardianship or conservatorship. We work with individuals that may have other situations where they are unable to maintain their own health and safety. We work with a lot of older adults that have no next of kin. There are no family members, or if there were family members, they are scattered across the country or they are estranged. And when you come in and you begin to function for an older adult and provide them the support and caring and advocacy that their son or daughter would provide under other circumstances, that's really a very rewarding experience. And it really makes a dramatic difference in the quality of life of the older person when they have no family and the care manager can not replicate a family member, but function in many ways like a family member.
Absolutely. How do folks find you? When you get a referral, Jennifer, for the most part, does it come, people already know about your organization, and is it typically, say, an assisted living, or could it be just a nursing home or someone who's reaching out to you? How does that usually start, the process?
Well, I'll start with all of the above. Partners such as SmithLife Homecare will identify some of your clients that may benefit from having the support of a care manager, an aging life care manager. Part of my role, my function is to do business development and outreach. So I am interacting with other professionals in the older adult space that are elder law attorneys, that are daily money managers, that are in assisted living and memory care programs and skilled nursing facilities, that are home care providers. So I'm interacting with your colleagues, my colleagues. We are doing outreach to churches and synagogues and congregations where we have a dedicated person in Seabury who is who's focused on congregational resources. We do some advertising and marketing, but a modest amount. So we have a central intake and referral number, which we'll put up on the screen at the end.
Wonderful.
Folks call there. There is a central email address, and folks make inquiries to send emails to us. So it's a variety of channels into our services. And then we try to determine what is the best support that we have within our organization, or in a number of cases where they need resources that are not part of our program. And then we'd be referring back to SmithLife Homecare, because we're not a home care agency.
Sure, absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. That's important to know. Is there a cost associated with any of this for the families?
There's no simple answer for that, but
Okay.
the information and referral service, no. The residential programs, it depends on the income of the individual and their resources. Typically, the cost of their daily or monthly rent may be a function of their personal monthly income.
Sure.
Our group homes in Northeast, the small group homes do not charge fees for those services. Care management is a fee for service, a professional consultation.
Okay.
And it is something that the client does have to pay for.
Thank you so much for that, for sharing. It helps the whole clarification of the services and the cost. I saw on the website, it looks like you have a wonderful volunteer program. Can you share the value of the volunteers and kind of what they do?
Yeah, we have Age in Place. An Age in Place is a volunteer program. It's focused in DC, so it's really not in Maryland at this point. And what it does is we provide services for older adults in their home or on their property. So Age in Place organizes groups of volunteers. They often may come from a corporation, they may come from a school or a college, they may come from a faith community. A group of 4, 5, 6 individuals will spend an afternoon or a morning with a Seabury person, a leader, coordinator, go to an older person's home for specific services. So like we'll take care of the grounds and lawns, we'll mow the lawn, we'll trim the hedges, we'll take out the dead trees or trash, kind of clean up the space so
Nice.
that is more comfortable and better for the quality of life for the older adult.
Nice.
That is at no charge to the beneficiary.
Very nice. I like that. We all have our favorite parts of our jobs. Jennifer, can you share with us what your favorite part of your role is at Seabury?
Well, I often are talking to folks on the information referral line. I'm often trying to give them some feedback and some information and ideas. And at times the situations are really difficult, very, very challenging. And if I can help get someone in the right direction, or with the right support services, or with the right home care agency such as SmithLife Homecare, or the right geriatric aging life care manager, that is very satisfying.
That's nice
That
to hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very mission driven.
Yeah.
I will ask you finally, is there anything else we should know about the resources from Seabury that we haven't shared? Congratulations, by the way, on your upcoming 100-year anniversary.
Yeah, thank you. No, you've been excellent in terms of covering the waterfront. The one program I guess I shouldn't forget is we have our Out and About program. This is again, some of our services are more focused within the District of Columbia, and we hope to expand them in Maryland and Virginia, but definitely into Maryland. Out and About is a specialized program for older adults that identify as LGBTQ. And the idea of this program is to address and to engage older adults to fight social isolation and loneliness and the consequences of that. So, we really see older adults, whether they identify as LGBTQ or not, who are in a space where they are losing friends, losing connections, losing family members, losing their social relationships. That's critical that you provide support and services to address that, to maintain their quality of life.
Nice. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. It's so needed. Jennifer, it has been a pleasure talking with you today, just learning about Seabury, the resources that you offer, especially for those who, families who just may not know how to start the process of navigating the next steps or what resources are available to them. And what you provide, and it sounds like the passion that you have for your mission overall is truly invaluable. So thank you so much for taking time with us today.
Thank you, Carla. This has been a real pleasure. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Bye.